So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Paula Escobar, and I'm the International Cooperation Advisor for the government of Antioquia. Today, I'm here to tell you the story of MANÁ. MANÁ is the food security and nutritional program of the Department of Antioquia. Antioquia is a department of Colombia. It's located in the central northwestern part of our country. We have a population of around 6 million people. It's very similar to El Salvador, which is a country in Central America. We have an area of about 62,000 square kilometers, similar to Croatia. Our capital is Medellin, and we have the second Colombian economy contributing with the 15% of the national GDP. In addition, we are a pretty diverse and multi-ethnic department. We have mountains, coasts, all temperature zones. We have indigenous population and Afro-descendant population as well. However, most part of our population has unsatisfied basic needs. Just to tell you a little bit of history about our program, it was born as a plan in 2002, and our most important milestone is that we have the first regional public policy on food security and nutrition of Colombia. Nowadays, MANÁ is a program of the development plan of Governor Sergio Fajardo, which is called Antioquia, the Most Educated. He states that we are fighting inequality, violence, and corruption through education. We are located then in the component of social inclusion as a program of basic condition. And we have 3 other projects. The main goal of MANÁ is to contribute on improving the food and nutritional situation of the population of Antioquia, especially the vulnerable and poorest, and ensuring access to sufficient, safe, and nutritious food to meet their dietary needs and food preferences in order to lead a healthy and active life. As you see, we are a pretty big program. And we try to improve all food security components through our different strategies. So we have, for example, access through our food supplement program. We have availability and access through our family gardens and our family farming ventures. We have also consumption, stability, use, and management through our educational projects on food security and nutrition. We also have consumption and stability through our public policies on food security. We have consumption and stability through our food and nutritional surveillance strategy. And at last, we have use and management through our nutritional recovery center strategies. However, today I'm going to be focusing on our family farming strategy. So, in order for you to understand a little bit of the integrality of our program, there is a quote of the International Food Policy Research Institute that says that MANÁ seems to have done much that is right and set the program up for success. The staff constructed and integrated a multi-sectoral program that has a high potential for impact on hunger and malnutrition. So it's easier to understand the integrality of our program when you think of a family, a regular family. This is one of the families that we work with. So they have a family garden. The older kid goes to school, and in school he's being part of our food supplement program and our educational projects on food security and nutrition. In the unwanted case, for example, that their youngest suffers from malnutrition, she could be also part of our nutritional recovery center strategies. And both the mother or the father could be part within their municipality of the participatory process in order to promote public policy on food security. And now we're going to start focusing in our subject, which is the strengthening of family farming, its local and regional chains, and our contribution to food security. So we are based on a systemic approach that implies supply and demand of the basic local products within the local and regional markets. We developed a model that links family farming to efficient local and regional markets. And in addition, we provide food security for our rural and urban population. We have managed to balance self-sufficiency, commercial linkages, and income generation for our families. And in addition, we promote access to technology initiatives in order also to reduce the technological gap that it's pretty clear in our rural areas. We have in our family farming strategy 3 components. The first one is family gardens, the second one is family farming ventures, and the third one is the food supply model. So we're going to be starting down with our family gardens. Their main goal is first to increase the consumption of fruits and vegetables in our families. Second, it represents for them an average monthly savings in expenditure of around $33. We use technology for the recollection, analysis, and implementation of the program. And for between 2012 and 2015, our goal is to implement over 35,000 family gardens. Up to today, more than 23,000 families of Antioquia have already a family garden in their home. This is a very beautiful story also. I found it once in San Carlos, which is a municipality near my city, Medellin, but it has high and satisfied basic needs. It's a family composed of 7 children. Here it's the mother and only 2 of them. Due to the violence of the zone, they were internally displaced to the city. And like 2 years ago, they were able to return to their house, to their home, and they started being part of our family gardens strategy. What the father makes is not enough for the 7 children to have access to all of their necessary food. So the only way for those children to have food security is through their own family garden. Our model of family gardens is pretty simple. First, we make a socialization of the program within each municipality. Then we characterize those families. In the characterization, we conduct a baseline survey in order to measure the consumption of fruits and vegetables and also the perception of food insecurity. Then they all start working in the same place. We select one leader or one family which is pretty representative among the community, and we start with the training processes in their home. So we have different workshops. We have 5 technical trainings, 2 trainings on food security and nutrition, and 1 social training. After the training process is done, we then move to the delivery of the seeds. So every family gets their own kit of seeds, and they are able to replicate what they have learned in the neighbor's garden into their own house. The kit depends obviously on the agroecological conditions of each region of Antioquia. Then after they are able to start their own family garden, we make periodically technical visits in order to help those families to grow their family garden. When they start producing, we make a huge event in the municipality, which is called an agricultural food fair. So every family goes to the marketplace on Sundays, which are days that the town is pretty crowded, so they are able to sell their products and to show the neighbors that they are able to produce. At last, we make an ex-post evaluation and we measure all indicators. But through all the process, we also start looking for families that, in addition to generate self-consumption of fruits or vegetables for self-consumption, they are able to generate some surpluses. When they generate the surplus, we link them immediately with our second component, which is our family farming ventures. So the main goal of these ventures is first to give sustainability to those family gardens that have surplus, but in addition, we link already small producers or small organizations of the municipality to a big venture. And in addition, we start linking their production to the local markets through public expenditures. The Department of Antioquia, for example, has school restaurants in every municipality. So through those public expenditures that the state has to make in each municipality, we start moving local markets. More than 2,200 families have generated revenues by participating in our family farming ventures. We have ventures on rice, beans, vegetables, tomato under protected condition, compost and seeds. We have 38 organizations. We provide trainings on good agricultural practices, social and business management, and commercialization. More than 1,000 small producers are already linked to the system, and 35% of them are women. And in addition, we provide other kind of technical assistance, such as profitability improvement, cost reduction, and so on and so forth. And at last, we have the departmental model for the food supply. The idea is that every municipality has their own study on the local supply and demand of the basic food basket. As I already stated, its goal is also to start strengthening family farming in their municipalities. And by 2015, 124 municipalities, all of them in Antioquia, will have a study that states where those basic products come from and where they are produced and who are demanding them. Our model is also pretty simple. It links and it takes into account different elements. It takes into account then the supply and demand of food, family gardens, public expenditures, the commercial products of the basic food basket, organizations, and also our family ventures. We already conducted our first pilot. It was in one of our subregions, the subregion of the West. That subregion has 19 municipalities. So first of all, we selected the stakeholders. They were basically the agro-industry, housewives, commercial establishments, transporters. Then we selected the main products of the subregion based first on the alimentary behavior, and second on the agricultural activity of the region. And those products were corn, beans, tomato, panela, which panela is a local kind of sugar cane, a local preparation of sugar cane, orange, mango, passion fruit, green onion, and pumpkin. We conducted to every of those stakeholders semi-structured and structured interviews. And for every product, we analyze the supply and the demand. And we had the following results, which are very interesting. So for those products, the supply comes from only 2% from family farming organization of those municipalities, 45% of not organized producers, so they are working all by themselves. Another interesting result is that the 34% come from Medellin, which is the capital. So it means that for some products, they are produced in the region, go to the capital, are sold in the capital, and then go back to be consumed in the region that produced them. And 19% from supermarket, marketplaces, and self-production. I would like to finish with a quote of Governor Fajardo. He states that we have to rise to the challenge of making sense of the words food security as a life project, that our fields should be a project of decent living. Thank you very much.